Talking Sports with Maurice. With Maurice. Listen to the podcast. Your fantasy will feast. Talking Sports with Maurice. With Maurice. Covering the league from the west to the east. All the game that he's kicking. Clutch time he ain't missing. Lost again, but you dissing. Zip your lips, just listen. 3rd and 1, we attacking. No time to play action.
Butker's kick for the win. He buries it.
Why you drop me? Houston Texan playing sloppy. Watch the best, carbon copy. See Mac with that damn shake. Trent Will with that pain.
To the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah. Don't say that word. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. You are watching Talking Sports with Maurice, and this is my week 2 recap show. There's 3 coaches that need the shit slapped out of them. And on Monday night, you have the Philadelphia Eagles hosting the Atlanta Falcons. And this was a good-ass game. It was back and forth, a lot of ground and pound. If they both was toting a rock, they both was on the greasy, grimy, gritted at. The Philadelphia Eagles had almost 200 yards rushing. The Atlanta Falcons over $150. And this game came down to the 2 minutes the Falcons didn't have any timeouts. And I thought the Philadelphia Eagles, along with Lincoln Financial Stadium, announcers, everybody thought the Philadelphia Eagles was going to win. Jalen Hurts was decent. In the air, 183 yards. On the ground, 85 yards. He had a bad throw at the end of the game, but he shouldn't have been in that position because his head coach should not have put him in that position. The game was done. It's over with. Hike the ball and hand it off. You hike and hand. That's it. And you're on the way to victory. But no. Look, here's the thing. When you're ugly, don't try to get cute, because you would take the L. You went away from what analytics said. You know, that's the thing now, analytics. But also common sense. Throwback football. You rush for 186 yards. Saquon Barkley over 90 yards. Jalen Hurts 85 yards. You do that stupid tush push, as they say. It's called the Snoopy, but they like to call it the tush push. You like doing that. It's 3rd and 3. You're getting a yard and a half. Let's say you only get 1 yard. There's a thing called tick, tick, tick. The clock is your friend. The clock is your friend. But Nick Sirianni wanted to get cute, and he took an L for it. Sirianni, he was asked some tough questions following the game, and you would think, as a head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, you will take full responsibility for taking this L, because you are the head coach, right? This is how
they made a couple more plays than we did down the stretch. You know, we made some plays. They made more, you know, that's on all of us. That starts with coaching and goes to the players. We're all responsible for the loss.
Philadelphia Eagles play the red hot New Orleans Saints next week, y'all. All right, the Falcons, they head home. They are hosting the reigning, defending back-to-back champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Will these games be in my top 5? Baker Moxie Mayfield was on full display in the Motor City, taking on the Lions, and this game was a back-and-forth game until the 4th quarter. Now one of these teams scored in the final quarter, okay? Now one of these teams scored in the 4th quarter, but the Lions were in position to go ahead and have a touchdown late in the game, but that did not happen at all. Now, I mentioned Dan Campbell. Well, I mentioned 3 coaches that I was pissed off at, and Dan Campbell's the second one. The first one was Nick Sirianni. The second one is Dan Campbell because he cost his team a potential victory. And right before halftime, this is what happened.
Amon-Ra St. Brown reversing inside the 10 and down to the 9. Clock's going to continue to run. Lions have to hurry. They're trying to get the field goal unit on. There's about 17 men on the field, and there are flags down. half of the field goal unit was out on the field as they spiked the ball.
There were 12 men on the field at the time of the snap by the offense.
The Buccaneers escaped the Motor City with a victory. Now they will be facing the Denver Broncos. The Lions, they will try to go ahead and lick their wounds. They will be facing the Arizona Cardinals. Will that game be in my top 5? And in the Twin Cities, you had Minnesota Vikings taking on the San Francisco 49ers and Kyle Shanahan. Yes, he is my third coach that need the shit slapped out of him for his play calling. Early in the game, you're in the red zone. The Vikings playing stingy defense. You on the road, you see that the defense is playing stingy. You go ahead and get the points. You on the road, get the points. When there's points to be had, you get the points. Now the Vikings, they went ahead and put it away because they know how to kick a field goal late in the game. They went ahead and took care of business 23-17. And you're asking, if you're watching, why am I wearing this Minnesota Viking jersey? Me and my brother, we used to have a jersey up bet. 49ers, Viking, loser, always wear the other one's jersey. My brother, unfortunately, Big Will, this is platinum is definitely for you. And the ones I had on Sunday, absolutely. Miss you, big bro. Vikings take care of business. I will honor, move forward, always honor that jersey up bet. Vikings take care of business. You will definitely see me.
Sister ain't gonna help you. Don't be calling your sister. Come help me. Get him off me. Get him off me. Get him off me, sissy. Get him off me. Not at my house. Not in my house.
The Vikings move on to take on the Houston Texans. The 49ers are back in California taking on the Rams in LA, which is called Levi's. Raiders versus Ravens in Baltimore. The Raiders were down by double digits in the fourth quarter. Gardner Minshew led the Raiders on 3 scoring drives in the fourth quarter with 27 seconds left. Daniel Carlson kicked a 38-yard field goal, leading the Raiders to victory 26-23. Lamar Jackson had the ball, but he could not do anything with it. The Raiders, they move on now at 1-1 to face the Carolina Panthers. The Baltimore Ravens, they are now 0-2. The Dallas Cowboys, who had an ugly game, especially on defense, versus the New Orleans Saints in a rout, losing 44-19 in their home opener. The Saints' first 2 games score over 90 points. Derek Carr is looking like an early MVP candidate. They have a showdown with the Eagles. What are we going to do? This game was more about the New Orleans Saints than it was about the Dallas Cowboys. We already know that they're gimmick and Frenchmen. We already know they're phony, tough, and crazy brave. We already know that. We already know how their story ends every single year. Enough is enough. Let's put all that mess to bed. They got routed by the New Orleans Saints, and there was a reason for it. Eagles versus Saints. Zach, top 5. Washington Commanders came up victorious over the New York Football Giants and not even reaching pay dirt. Austin Seibert, he kicked 7 field goals. He kicked the Commanders to victory 21-8. Now the Giants next week, luckily they're playing a struggling Browns team, but the Browns are vicious on defense. Damn. The Browns are vicious on defense. Damn. All right. The Washington Commanders, they take on the 0-2 Cincinnati Bengals. The Buffalo Bills on Thursday night was dominating the Miami Dolphins, but the big story out of Thursday night football was Tua Tagovailoa. He was already having a horrible game, throwing 3 interceptions. Now on 4th and 4, he ran, looked like he had the first down, but he wanted to go head first, meeting Damar Hamlin, and it was ugly from there. He was immediately concussed, as you can see by the footage, by the photos. It was not pretty. Now I heard on the radio, on Sports Talk Radio, Tua Tagovailoa was practicing with a karate or a kung fu or to learn how to fall. What? You don't learn how to fall when you're a quarterback, when you're running. You learn how to slide. I did not understand that. I did not understand why he was running head first. He already had the damn first down. I understand when you slide, that's when your momentum stops and it's fourth down. But you have to take care of yourself. But hey, when you're in the heat of the moment, you're going to do the damn thing. So I have no problem with Tua Tagovailoa making sure that he was going to get the first down, that he showed his toughness before anybody want to say, oh, you know, he needed to retire or anything like that. Hey, he showed grit. He showed toughness. He wasn't going to give up. They were down. They were not going to win this damn game. But he didn't give up, and he wasn't going to give up. He showed a lot. Absolutely, he should not retire. Not one bit. Now, the Carolina Panthers, they have bench Bryce Young. This is another quarterback that I said he didn't have the eye of the tiger. He wasn't going to last long. He's just not an NFL quarterback. And the Carolina Panthers, after 2 weeks, they get benched. The numbers were ugly. What, 80-something yards he passed for? Bryce Young threw for 80-some yards. Imagine that, because Caleb Williams threw for like 93 yards in his first game. Bryce Young on the bench after 2 games. The Los Angeles Superchargers are now 2-0. And who's got it better than us? Nobody. The Cleveland Browns, they get on the winning track, beating the Jacksonville Jaguars 18-13. Watson runs for a touchdown as the Browns shut down Lawrence and the Jaguars. I feel like the Jacksonville Jaguars are disappointing me like the Tennessee Titans. They're now 0-2. Beat down of the day came in the desert where the Arizona Cardinals, they stomped a mud hole in the Los Angeles Rams' ass and walked it dry, routing them 41-10. Marvin Harrison Jr., it was his come-out party, over 100 yards, a couple of touchdowns. It's absolutely sensational. I said what I said, and I'll go ahead and repeat it. Be careful with the Arizona Cardinals, because they'll punch you in the mouth. And that's exactly what they did to the Los Angeles Rams. Do the Pittsburgh Steelers got a quarterback problem? Will they have a quarterback issue? Justin Fields, he does it again, 13-6. It doesn't matter how you win. You win, and especially in this league. The Steelers are now 2-0. The Broncos dropped to 0-2. I don't give a damn what the score was. They won. Russell Wilson, he got to hold on for a minute because Mike Tomlin already announced this coming up week, it will be Justin Fields. Who are they playing? I want to see. Who are they playing? I got it all right here. The Los Angeles Chargers. Damn. All right. I know exactly where I'm going to put that game. That's one of those under the radar games. The Cincinnati Bengals, they were in Arrowhead, not Barrelhead, and they won't be saying that for any time soon. The Chiefs took care of business 26-25, and a late field goal. The thing about how this field goal was set up seems to be suspect. But hey, the defender made contact with the offensive player. Looked like they was out there playing three flies up. The call was made. It was justified because it was contact made. Chiefs win 2-0. Bengals fall to 0-2. Bears, Texans, and Sunday night. I took a little cat nap during the pregame because these Bud Light Platinums had your boy feeling so. But I got up. I rose up in the first quarter and I watched this game because you had Caleb Williams versus the Houston Texans. Caleb Williams, he didn't play good again. 2 games, didn't play good. They're lucky that the Bears' special teams and defense came through for him in game 1, but that did not happen in week 2. They fall to the Houston Texans 19. The only game this week that went into overtime was the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. The DK Metcalf was on full display, but the Patriots hung in there, but they succumbed to their defeat 23-20. Seahawks are in first place, undefeated at 2-0 in the NFC West. I like that. No problems over here with that. I like that. NFC West looking tough. Looking very, very tough. The disappointing Titans are now 0-2. They fall at home to the New York Jets. The Jets, Jets. Gotta feel good. It looked like Aaron Rodgers, his best pass is going to be that back shoulder fade. Anything else, I don't know. I don't know how long this is going to last, but we shall see. Another surprising game in week 2. There is no Jordan Love in Green Bay. He's out for a couple of weeks. In come Malik Willis. He just got there not too long ago. So they did the ground and pound thing. But the thing about the Colts, Jonathan Taylor, Anthony Richardson, right? They got playmakers. They got defense. What the hell happened? The Packers, they took care of business at home 16-10 over the Colts. The Colts are now 0-2. The Packers are 1-1. What the hell happened? Thank you so much for tuning in. That was my week 2 recap. Stay tuned.